The last video we talked about retrieving the records from the database and displaying them in this table dynamically, and we also talked about enabling the add record dialog to insert records into the table, or actually to insert records into the database and then refreshing the table so that the table can be updated whenever records has been inserted successfully. So that's what we're going to do now, but before we are able to achieve all that, because that's a whole mouthful, we should be able to write a method that will retrieve the records, the sales records from the database in the first. Then we now see how we can be populating this JTable that is supposed to show us all the sales record over here. So let's go ahead and go to the sales DAO class. So in the sales DAO class, we need a method that will be able to generate all the sales records for us, a method that will retrieve the sales records from the database. So let's go ahead and write that method. So I'll have to write it over here. Is a method signature. So it's going to be a public method so that it can be accessible anywhere, and it has to be static so that we'll not need to instantiate an instance of this class in order to invoke this method. So we'll call this method get sales records. Alright, so we'll need the database DAO. Database DAO. So that's the instantiation of the database DAO. Now this method is going to return a list of the sales record objects as a collection. So I have to import java.util.list. So we'll open up a connection to the database.
I'm semi-automatic, my prayers schizophrenic, but I live on, yeah, I live on, yeah, I live on. I'm semi-automatic, my prayers schizophrenic, but I live on, yeah, I live on, yeah, I live, yeah. I'm semi-automatic, my prayers schizophrenic, but I live on, yeah, I live on, yeah, I live on. I'm semi-automatic.
So that's our SQL statement. We're going to say string SQL is equals to select all from app.sales records. This will cause us to throw SQL exception, so we'll add throws clause for SQL exception. And we'll need a statement. What I like, I'm double-sided and I just can't hide it. I kinda like it when I make you cry, 'cause I'm twisted up inside my mind. Deep query. Alright, so what we have here is that we've created an SQL statement, select all from app.salesRecords, and then we created a statement, con.create statement, to give us an SQL statement, and then we use the statement to execute this SQL query SQL here, and we get a result set. So in order for us to populate the list that we're supposed to return here, we need to create and instantiate a list object. So I'll simply say list of sales record. Let's call this sales records. So that will be a new array list. New array list. We'll have to import array list from java.util. Here we go. And we'll need a while loop to loop through the result set. So we'll say while rs.next. So for every iteration of the while loop, we'll have to create a sales record object and instantiate it. So we'll also need to set all the fields using the setter methods of the sales record. So here we go. So we'll start by setting the serial number. The serial number is an int, so we'll say rs.getInt. The table column name is essence, so I'm gonna copy it from here to avoid making mistakes. I'll paste it over here. So that's the invoice number. Now it's to set the description. Sales record that set price sold. Okay, last but not the least is a customer name. And then finally we will have to add this sales record to the list of sales records. So we say sales records, which is a list.add. So we use the list.add to add this object into the collection. And then finally we should return the list. So Alright, so that's it with this method. This method, let's recap on it. Public static list sales record, get sales record. This method will query the database using this SQL statement. So we use the connection that we created here in the try with resources block to create a statement, use the statement to execute the query we put in this string here, and we got a result set. We created and instantiated a collection list, which is in form of an array list, and then we loop through the result set. For each iteration of the loop, we instantiated a sales record object, and then we call the setters of the sales record object by calling the rs.getInt, getString, get the corresponding data types of the fields. And like you saw me do, I had to copy the fields from these names that we got here when we were creating the database deal, when we were creating the table, to be sure that we are doing the right thing. So that's the way of mapping the table column names to the fields in the bin object of the sales record. So then at the end of the day, we had to add the sales record to the list of sales records that we have here, and every iteration a new sales record object will be added to the sales records list, and then at the end of the day we return the sales records list. And now any class that will require a list of sales records, all the sales records from the database, then it can make use of this method. So that's it for this video. I hope you found this informative. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube video channel, and don't forget to check our website, and I hope I'll see you on the next video.